you six individually as one. And I'm going to start. Okay, I guess you should guess. Okay, I might cry. You know, people, there's something in the world called you have it. You know, that guy has it. So this guy has it. I'm not sure what it is, but he has it. He's charming, he's good looking, he's good with people, he's a good learner, he's a fantastic dancer, and he has a beautiful voice. He's responsible, he's a role model, and besides the fact that he's strong as a beast. The quote which I found is, nothing is so strong as gentleness, and nothing is so gentle as true strength. Nelson Reynolds is strong. Yes, Dave, he's strong. Okay. He's like, I'm going to show him who's strong. Yes, Nelson Reynolds is strong, but he's gentle. Nelson Reynolds is gentle, but he's strong. He knows when to be strong. When Dave has a date and he can't come back, he says, it's okay, Nathan's there. Yitzi's there. Well, Yitzi will get to you later. Nathan's there. I'm like, Nathan, don't worry. He's responsible, he's a leader. And I said before that he's charming. I don't mean charming like he gets his way. He's just malei chen. And the Medrash, the Gemara says a story about a tree. Elon, everybody knows it. I was trying to find a pasuk about a tree because the tree has long roots. The tree has leaves for shade. A tree is something which is well grounded and has a future. The pasuk is v'hoya ke'etz shasal al palgei mayim asher pira yiten be'ito. Sorry, v'aleu lo yovel. And the end is v'chol asher yasa yatzliach. Nathan is a guy. He puts his mind to it, he succeeds. It doesn't matter what it is. Dancing, singing, learning, it doesn't make a difference. He succeeds. And that's his personality. He's a success in ACE, he will be a success in the future. Nelson, I did not have the privilege of teaching you that much in Shiurim, but I do remember from the beginning, our first talk in that little nerdy park in ACE, in Tarom, everything in my life is ACE, in Tarom to now, even though you ignored me on a car ride to here, it's fine. Even though I didn't have the opportunity to teach you personally in my classes so much. However, I felt that we grew together. You have taught me about myself. I hope that you will continue to be in touch. Mazel tov, Nelson.
Sorry, it was not well organized. It's not that long, so we're still gonna have the. It's not that long, so hopefully you'll still be awake when there's dessert. For all those of you who know, yesterday we all went to the Eish Torah for the Discovery Seminar. While we were there, one of the classes involved about explaining the theory of the Big Bang that happened before the world was created. And what the explanation was that we got was that there was this surge of energy, which was God, but to the people who don't believe in God, it's... So there was a surge of energy that wasn't that big, that started from the beginning of the world, and then it expanded and it got bigger and bigger, and from the energy it formed into the universe, basically. Now, I'm not gonna start comparing ACE to God and the school with the world and everything, because that's just not what we do. But what I will say about the school is, last year we started the school with around 8 staff members and 6 students. A house with nothing special to it, no, there wasn't really any furniture. It wasn't, a normal house that you buy. And we had 1 car. Now we look around us and you can see we have around 13 staff members and 16 students. The simple house is all furnished, for those of you who were there. We built our own beds, we made all the furniture for the house, and this doesn't include the deck that we made in the front with all the benches on it. And all of this we did with our own 2 hands. We didn't go to the store all together as a group and buy it. We went to the wood place and bought all the wood and brought it upstairs and cut it and put all the stuff on it to build all the things that we have. And I am sorry, but I really have no idea how many cars we went through. And the changes in all of us, in myself, in all of the guys, and I can also say, this is not my place to say really, but also in all the teachers, every single one of them has changed to become a better version of themselves. So I would like to thank all the staff members. I would like to thank Alter Klein for being behind the scenes, the man behind the scenes. You know, we don't see him so much in school, but he's there. He's the reason the school opened. He's the guy who's putting all the money into it, and you guys know, without money, there is no school. I wanted to thank Rav Yechiel Wise, always working so hard for our good, all the time. You guys, I know that we don't know, and I don't know either, so I can't even begin to say how many hours he puts in and how he makes sure every single detail. We were not going to go snooker, we'll go bowling because one guy doesn't like snooker and everyone likes bowling, so why would we make one guy sad? All the details, thinking about everything. I wanted to thank also Rav Soloveitchik for the amazing classes and the inspiration. I mean, in the morning if you're in bed and he comes in, he'll come in and literally you'll want to get out of bed, not because of his voice, but because you really want to be in his classes and you really want to hear inspiration. You'll be sitting in his classes, and sometimes he'll just, all of us who are in his class know that he will just totally go into a different world, a different reality where he just doesn't even notice that we're in the class. We can totally just get up, leave, and then he'll open his eyes and be like, where'd you guys go? That's the inspiration that he showed us of the true way to learn Torah. I wanted to thank Batman, Rabbi Ari, for all the amazing talks about the deeper meaning, what's behind everything in the Torah, in the car, the talks we had in the car, the talks we had on the hikes, all the very talks, they've helped me a lot. Thank you very much, and let's not forget the music. Uri, I wanted to thank you for the good inspiration and the intense karate classes and all those spiritual talks we had about, God and all those other things. Thank you very much. Kevin looks like he left, but I wanted to thank Kevin for all the talks he had with me and with everyone else, the support and helping, and for helping me change to a better me, and for always being there. I wanted to thank Dave for, I can only say that every school that doesn't have you as a dorm counselor, I don't think they can say that they have a dorm counselor. They can say that they have someone in charge of the guys to go to bed, but they can't call the guy who's in charge there a dorm counselor. For being there for anything you can think of, you have like conversations with him, the deepest conversations, even the silly conversations, any kind of conversation that you can think of, he's there and he can follow up with that conversation. And thank you very much for being a good friend. I do hope you come back next year. Daniel Carl had to go, but including the fact that he gave us all the opportunity to say that I can build my own bed, and just give me the dimensions and everything, and I'll build you a bed. He is the most. He's very caring. You see him come in, and he's just full of caring for you. He's like, "Are you okay? If you want to leave class, just tell me, and I'll let you go. Just I want to know why you're not in class because I care about you." And also all the very, very, very good imitations of people. I wanted to thank Mrs. Wasowski for all the fun GED classes and for helping me get my diploma, my high school diploma. Now, you know that they say you always have to leave the best for last. I know that everyone will agree with me that if Ariel was not part of this school, no school would be involved. There wouldn't be really a school. There would be a form of a school. There would be a form of ACE, but you couldn't. I don't know if you'll be able to call it ACE. Words can't begin to say what an inspiration you are to me and to everyone in this room. And I bet a lot more people. that you are inspiration to them, not only over here in this room. you know the right time for everything. You know when this thing is the right time to put pressure on someone, when not to put pressure on them. You know all the good times. And I'm sorry that I have to say this, but I wasn't in the car for this. And this is adding on to what Mrs. Susan said before. After we went to the kids with cancer on Hanukkah night, we went in two cars. So I was in the car with Yechiel, and the other guys were in the car with Ariel. And they happened to stay and get there like 20 minutes after us, or 15 minutes after us. And we were wondering because, you know, Ariel's not the slowest driver, and neither is Yechiel, so I would think that they would both get there around the same time. So I asked one of the guys, what happened? Did you guys get stuck in the road? What happened over there? All they said is that Ariel stopped the car and got out and stood on the side of the road, and he started crying. And he said, you guys don't know what it's like. Sometimes the strongest people, we all have to show off how we're strong and how we are powerful than the other person. And even though he got out of the car and started crying on the side of the road, I don't think any of us lost any respect for him in the fact that he is still that strong man and the strong guy. What I'm trying to say here is that he taught us that there are good ways to cry. There are times that you were supposed to cry. There are times that you were supposed to laugh. Basically, Eis Lasos Lashem, which is the point of the school, which is the name of the school, Eis Lasos Lashem is that there is a time for everything. So yes, there is a time to cry. That's what he taught the people that night, and then he spoke to us about it later, and that's when I learned that yes, there is a time for crying, and crying is very healthy too. That's all I'm going to say for now. As they say, I like saying this a lot about people, is sometimes not saying anything is better than saying everything. Because when you don't say anything, it gets you thinking about how much good that person has in him. With this, I would like to conclude. A puzzle is only full with all its pieces in it. That means if anybody in this group right here, guys and the staff, wasn't in this school, it would not be the same. It wouldn't be able to be called ACE. Can be called something else, but it wouldn't be could be called